The base of any strong business is actually email. I'm about to share with you some amazing stats, and I'm going to share with you exactly how you can begin to use the inbox blueprint, how you can become an inboxer and start to change your life and spread your word while building a solid business the way I've been able to do the last couple of years. Everyone's teaching Google, Facebook, PPC, Pinterest and Twitter and all the great sources, but they're not the backbone of a business. This is the truth of what is the base of a business. I'm going to prove it to you. Ready? I'm going to share some stats with you. First of all, 25% of the people in this world have an email account. 25%. Gets better. 3.2 billion email accounts, all right? 3.2 billion email accounts in this world. So all you want is a tiny, tiny sliver of that, and you can have a massive business on the internet and massive influence. I mean, when we talk about email marketing, even if you can get a few thousand out of 3.2 billion. Now, guess how many emails are sent every single year? You ready? 90 trillion. Compare that to any Facebook posting, how many posts are made, or how many Twitter posts are made. They're not even in the vicinity of it. Okay, this means there's like over 175 million or something emails going out daily. And I want you to just be a tiny speck on the atmosphere when it comes to you as an inboxer, and it can make a massive influence in your life, give you massive reach in the world. But look at what we're dealing with. We want a small sliver of a big pie. Now check these out. That these stats really show you that email is still and will always be king. 81% of all existing businesses use email marketing. 81%. Now, okay, compared to what? Direct mail. Direct mail is those little slivers of mail you get into your actual inbox, your actual physical mail. It's 39%. Only 39% of businesses use that, but 81% use email. Okay, press releases. I mean, press releases are very popular. Only 57%. Okay, search engine optimization, right? We love the glitz and glamour of being ranked #1 on Google and Yahoo. Well, 68% of businesses use that. That's impressive, but it's not 81. And TV ads. We all love TV. We watch TV. We see commercials. 10%. 10% of businesses in this world use TV ads. I come back. 81% use email. Still king. It's still the #1 way to reach your customers. Now, check this out. Now, this is the part about money, right? So as an inboxer, yes, you want to have a reach in the world, but we want to make money in the end of the day. We want to have a business, a vibrant business on the internet. Well, when it comes to ROI, email has a $40 ROI. These are national statistics done by big companies. Now, what do you compare that to? Is $40 good? Is it bad? Well, you decide, because next best is PPC ads, which is $17, less than half. So we spend so much time trying to be on Google, and then we get booted off of Google or Facebook or any of these sites, and then we crib about it, and we're upset, but the whole time we're missing the boat. We could be making more than double the ROI if we were on email as it is. All right, and then last, banner ads. We love to hear about media buying and banner ads, and it's millions of impressions, and it's got a $2 ROI. $2. So email marketing is 20 times that. Okay, 20 times. Now, I want to give you some personal stats. These are stats that come from all over the world, and they're really big stats. But how about my business? How about what I've done? Good days, bad days, I want to share it all with you. I'm about to share with you now in the next segment of this video, my personal business. I've never shared this data ever before on the internet. Never. But for you, right now, I'm going to show you what it's like to be an inboxer. All right, see you in a second. All right, I'm back. It's time to now turn to using the whiteboard and, of course, my handy-dandy iPad here. I want to talk to you about my business. Now, I'm going to share with you stats that I have never shared ever before, all right? Not even with my closest friends in the internet marketing space. So I'm going to show you a few things. One is I'm going to show you that in 1 calendar year of my business, in just 1 calendar year, we generated $10.5 million in revenue. All right? Now, I sat down and I went back and I really did a lot of research, just for you, just so I can make this little calculation for you, okay? And just to confirm, all right, so how much of this 10.5 do I credit to having done because of email, due to email? Now, that doesn't mean that it was my email database, but even if I had an affiliate promoting a product for me, it was because they themselves were promoting through an email. Guess what it was? It was $9.8 million. 9.8 out of 10.5 was due to email. That equates to 93.33%. Guess what? It was not mobile. It was not Facebook. It was not Google. It was none of those. It's all because of email. Now, did I do Facebook in those times? I did. I did all kinds of media buying and paid advertising and all things I'm going to share with you as an inboxer. But I always did those forms of traffic and drove them to an opt-in page, which I'm going to share with you what it is and how it works. But I drove them to an opt-in page from where they were now part of my email database. And so I didn't monetize them until I sent them an email. So 93.33% of a $10 million plus company, all thanks to email. Now, I'm going to share another really cool traffic stat with you. This is all about traffic now. Ready? So basically here, in the month of August this year, August of 2013, I drove exactly 452,458 visitors to one of my businesses. All right? Now, I went and I did a lot of studying. You know how much of this was due to purely email? Well, it was 390,113. And that equates to 86%. Now again, whether it was affiliates, whether it was myself, that's a big number. All because of inboxers, just like the ones that you're about to become. Number 3, and this is the third and last, but by no means the least stat of my business, was I took an actual product launch, okay? Oops. And I took an actual product launch of mine, very recent. It was in July of 2013. This is just one of the many and one of the niches that I'm in. And we drove, ready for this? Just for this product launch, we drove 658,949 visitors during a product launch. What's a product launch? It's a defined time period in which I release a product, okay? So in just July 2013, just for one of my products, we drove over 650,000 visitors. Now, when I did the math, you ready for this? 599,643 of those came thanks to email. Now again, that didn't mean it was my email list, but even when my affiliates are promoting for me, they are inboxers. All of our top affiliates are inboxers. And so they're the ones driving my traffic. Now this equates, by the way, to 91%. So if I had tried to do my product launch based purely around other forms of traffic and not email, I would have done 9% of the revenue that I did. If I wanted to do a business and ignore email, 7% of what I actually did. I would have done less than $700,000 in my company in the year that I crossed 10 million. So when it comes to whether inboxing is important, it is the most important for any business. And guess what? All of this time, I'm spreading my message to the world. You know, during this one right here, during this product launch, I was able to spread a positive message, something that I really wanted to bring to the world that has changed lives. I spread it to over 8,000 people. Thanks to this traffic, over 8,000 people became customers. And not to mention, many more, over 600,000 got a chance to see the initial message. but over 8,000 became a paying customer, and I have had hundreds of testimonials. So when I say change the world, start your business, this is how we do it. Now, what is the inboxing business model? That's the next video. I'm going to show you how simple it is. So what is the inbox blueprint method, this mysterious method? Well, guess what? I'm about to share with you the simplest way of starting your online business while having a voice that can change the world. By far the simplest way. Look, we're not setting up fancy e-commerce stores. We are not even setting up a blog. There's no technology to worry about. There's barely any design. There's barely anything technical at all. As a matter of fact, you know what's really cool? Your entire business, which can become a multi-million-dollar empire, consists of one page. One page. And as an inboxer, I show you exactly how to get that page done for you. You don't even have to know how to do that. And everything else is automated. Everything else is a technology, and you don't have to be technical at all. Because believe it or not, after 11 years till this day, I can't even put up a WordPress blog. I cannot put up a word of an HTML. I don't understand anything technical, and yet I've been able to build a company doing over $10 million. So, what's Inbox Blueprint? Look, in any business on the internet, traffic, visitors to your business are important, are necessary, are the key. So, that's not different in Inbox Blueprint either. And in Inbox Blueprint, I do share with you the exact way to get that traffic. So, what this is traffic. All right, and let's say, for example, you could be doing traffic through solo ads, through forum marketing, through blog commenting, through Facebook, through Google, all these sources, all of which we get into, okay? Social media, free traffic, tons of free traffic sources. Now, in a traditional business, you may take them to very complicated looking e-commerce stores that have technology and merchant accounting and all of that. However, in this business, none of that, all right? You take your traffic to this one page, and we call this page the opt-in page. Okay, there's other words for it in the industry. I like to call it the opt-in page. Now, this is your page, all right? It's right here. This is your page. You got a headline up here, few bullet points, and an opt-in box. Guess what? Most of you went through this very process when you joined my list, even for Inbox Blueprint. You went through a page that looked very similar to this. It's typically above the fold, no scrolling necessary, very simple page, quick and easy. And what it does is it gets someone to give you their email address. That's it, an email address. And then there's a button here, which we call the submit button. And when they click that button, this email is officially your subscriber now. Now, how does it work behind the scenes? Well, here's what happens. Two things happen when the person clicks the submit button. One and two. Firstly, that email address is shot off to a database where it shall reside for eternity up until either you delete it or the person opts out of it. Now, this database is called an autoresponder. This is all technology and all done for you. You don't have to know a thing when it comes to technology or technical matters, okay? Second is the actual visitor that came from this traffic. So the actual visitor, or the user, you can call it, is now shot off to something called the thank you page. So one of my greatest ways of monetizing this whole process, I call it my tip method, but tip with a Y, the thank you page method. So they are essentially sent to another page. Pay attention to this part. On the internet, this page is the most valuable real estate. It's like having a house on Rodeo Drive in Los Angeles. This is the most valuable real estate on the entire internet. This is where you will make a bulk of your money. And this is what's going to help you recover if you are someone who is buying traffic, which I show you how to do, but you do not have to do. You can do this with free traffic. But if you are someone who's buying traffic, you can recover most of your money the same instant that subscription happens, right on the thank you page. And I show you exactly how to monetize this page in an upcoming video. But this is exactly the business. This is it. This is the business model. The only thing that happens beyond this is, again, two things. Right here. Inside of your autoresponder, you can either set up automated messages, okay? So you can either set up automated messages. What's an automated message? Well, you can tell this autoresponder that on the instant, day zero, we call it, that someone subscribes to my list, send them this email. On day one, exactly 24 hours after, send them this email. You can even do it exactly 18 hours after or 13 hours after. I show you how to do all that. Autoresponders are so cool. The kinds of things you can do and the kind of automation with a few clicks is impeccable without you having to sit there and do it yourself. I mean, imagine over the course of 10 days, if this person subscribed on this day, this on this day, this person on this day, this person on this day, I mean, you'd have to be sitting there manually figuring out who's on what day, and autoresponders do all of that for you. So you can set up day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 100, day 1,000. You can set up as long of automation as you want using the automated message strategy inside an autoresponder. Number 2 is what I call the manual mailing. And I love this because I make a lot of money here. And that means you individually mail them. So you will, from outside one day, let's say you've got 5,000, let's say you've got 10,000, whatever size of list, and I show you how to do this. So don't be freaked out by, how am I going to build a list of 5,000? It's very simple, all right? But let's say you come in one day, you blah, 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 write something, and boom, you send a message. It goes to all 5 or 10,000 at the same time. So remember how I talk about changing the world, having a voice, having an influence, not just having a business to make money, but to actually bring about change or to send your message to the world. This is how you do it. No matter how many people you have in here using this automated technology, the message will go out to the internet and go out to all of them. And then when these subscribers get the messages, they'll keep forwarding it over to their friends, and that's how you get viral. And I show you how to do all of that as well. It's really cool. All right? But this is the business model, guys. This is Inbox Blueprint. It's not more complicated than this. This is Inbox Blueprint. And this is how you make money. So I'm going to share with you tons of ways of actually monetizing a list once it's there, tons of ways of building a strong relationship, tons of ways of monetizing this page directly. Remember this, called the tip method. Remember it, because this is a very important part. You know how many times I subscribe to someone's newsletter or list and I land on a dead thank you page? It just says, thank you for subscribing. Oh man, so much money lost. But this little system here is about to become your new business model, and I'm going to show you how to master this, and you can do this in any niche you want. And you can build as many lists as you want. And the cost of doing this is tiny. A domain name for a one-page site and an autoresponder, which you can start very, very inexpensively. All right, welcome to the Inbox Blueprint method. All right, so how does an inboxer actually make money? Because, well, in the end of the day, that's what a business is about, right? You have to have revenue. Well, it's actually really easy, and I'm going to explain it to you in a few minutes right here. So here, this is your autoresponder. This is your email list, a collection of emails that you have. So, and if this confuses you, don't worry, it's very simple. I explain exactly how to, set this up, and it's a few clicks. Now, this is you, and you come to this database and you send out a blast. You send out an email. Again, you don't have to be an expert artistic writer, all right? I'm going to share with you exactly how to quickly do this. And in that email, you send a link. That link gets clicked by your subscribers, and they end up wherever it is you want to take them. For example, you're watching this video. How did you get here? You clicked the link, whether I sent it out or somebody else sent it out. It was a link, and you went straight to this video. So you can do the same thing. But here's the cool part. You can send them either to your own products. Now, these are the two ways of making money. One is your own products. Now, your own products, when you're just starting out, I don't want you to focus on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this away for now. All right? It's a great way to generate a business online, but that's a whole nother topic. I'm going to focus on this one. What's this? Affiliate marketing. All right? Oh, this is the best way to start a business. It always has been. It always will be. What's affiliate marketing? Well, affiliate marketing is simple. other people have their products, right? And they're willing to pay you a lot of money to refer them customers. And they'll, if you do an information product, which are by far my favorite, I have made over 100% commission by selling a product. I've sold a product for $50 and made $75 commission. So when you're doing that, what's the point of even having your own product? You don't have any inventory in this case, no customer support, no customer service, no employees, no headaches. Affiliate marketing, it's brilliant, all right? So people are basically paying you to refer them customers. And I want to focus on information products. Look, I love Amazon, right? God knows how much I spend with them. But when it comes to physical products or any company that sells physical products, the commission amount is much lower. We're talking 3, 4, 5, 10%. But when you do an information product, the commission amount is huge. All right, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90%. So now, when it comes to affiliate marketing, there are, again, two types of ways of getting paid. One is percentage of sale. So, for example, the product costs $50 and the merchant may say, I'm going to pay you 50%. That means for all the sales you send him, including the upsells and downsells, you'll get 50%, 60%, 70%, 100%, whatever the math is, all right? And a lot of you might be wondering, well, why do people pay 100% or 150%? Look, it's really not our concern. The merchant has their own numbers. They know the lifetime value of a customer, so sometimes they're willing to pay more to just get the initial customer in the door. But okay, so this is percentage based, and that's great, and it's a bulk. 90% of affiliate programs are this way, all right? Second, my favorite, called CPA, cost per acquisition, all right? What does that mean? Well, this is great because it is a set fee. So let's say you sold a product for $50. A lot of CPA offers will pay you $75, flat fee. Whether the customer refunds later, does a chargeback, it is not your concern. You got your bounty, as I call it, your bounty. That's it, $75 in your account, all right? So CPA is brilliant. I love working with CPA, and it is in itself its own art. And again, as an inboxer, I am going to teach you in detail how this process works, so don't worry. But one more time, we go to two things. Within CPA, there is the cost per sale, or what they pay you per sale. Then there is something called CPL, cost per lead, or revenue per lead for you. Now this is really cool, because here there's nothing to buy. There's no credit cards, nothing. Here, all there is a form. Sometimes on that form is just a zip code. That's it. You send your subscriber to a page, and if they just fill out their zip code, boom, you get paid $1, $1.50, $2. It's amazing. So many companies do these. All right, sometimes it's an opt-in page with an email entry. You put an email in there, $2 in your pocket. Sometimes it's a bigger form with more fields to fill out. But the more the fields to fill out, the more you get paid. Those lead forms could pay $40, $50, $100 for a lead. Nothing to buy. And I love these kinds of offers. You know where I love them? Well, I have something called the tip strategy. TYP stands for thank you page, and I'm going to get into great detail about that inside Inbox Blueprint, but I can show you how to make money instantly. So let's say this is your page, someone comes, they join they become a subscriber, they join your list. As soon as they do that, they hit a submit button, boom, the next page, I'm going to show you how to monetize that page. And I show you how to do it using CPL offers, where you can simply get paid on the spot. So a lot of times inboxers, even the ones who are paying for traffic, and you don't need to, I show you tons of free ways, but even the ones who are paying for traffic can be in profit right from day one because of the tip method. All right, so listen, this is why I love Inbox Blueprint and the Inboxer strategy, because when you think to yourself, how do I make $10,000 a month? Wow, that's a daunting number, right? We aspire to make $10,000, but it's scary. Thinking $10,000, and we get wrapped up in that fear. What's brilliant about inboxing is that the money is going to come irregardless. This is the only type of model where I can tell you, you are guaranteed to make money as long as you can get subscribers. The more the subscribers, the more you'll make. It's written in stone. So what I want you to start doing, starting today, starting this minute, forget the money, forget the 10,000, forget all that. I'm going to show you now exactly I mean, how to build a business like that. I mean, how quickly the smallest numbers, the smallest amount of traffic, and the smallest amount of subscribers can help you make your first 10,000 like this. So what I want you to do is start thinking in terms of leads. Start thinking in terms of subscribers. It's much easier, it's much less scary, and it just simplifies the whole process. That is how an inboxer thinks. All right, now we are going to do some financial modeling. I know, right? Well, any business has to have a good financial model, but ours is so simple. And what I'm going to show you is a hypothetical case study, but I've done this many times. Many people have done this many times. And I'm going to try to break down the fear, the feeling we get when we think $10,000. It sounds so much. I'm going to show you how we can break it into just little teeny steps and how simple, easy, and quick it can be as an inboxer to make your first $10,000 and to continue making $10,000 a month beyond that. All right, so we are going to do our first, what I like to say, hypothetical case study, but the numbers I'm about to show you are going to absolutely shock you. All right, we need to make some assumptions in order to be able to do this. So the first and main assumption that I'm going to make is a very conservative one. Now what I'm going to do is keep my numbers low on purpose. That way I'm never over assuming anything. Okay, even anyone like yourself who's even just beginning can replicate these numbers very quickly. And also, if I lose you at any point during this presentation, it's okay. Do me a favor, watch it again, or simply post a question below and I'll be happy to explain further. But don't get lost in this. This is very simple math, and I just want to show you, the process, how an inboxer thinks about their business financially. So the only assumption we're going to make is a 40% opt-in rate. Okay, what does that mean? Well, believe it or not, that is a very low assumption. You know how many times I've made pages that get 50 to 60%? It just depends on niches. Certain niches will get much higher opt-in rates, like personal development. It's very possible to get 50 to 60% opt-in rates, whereas other niches you may get lower. So we're going to stick with a 40% conservative estimate. What is an opt-in rate? Well, let's say you sent 1,000 visitors to a site. 40% opt-in rate says that would equate to 400 new subscribers in your database. 400 divided by 1,000, 40%, okay? So we're going to assume a 40% opt-in rate. The other assumption that I'm going to make is when you're starting off with your business from scratch, getting traffic can be a challenge, right? Even though there are so many ways of getting traffic, and I'm going to share those with you in an upcoming video right after this, but let's just say you use my beginner's level blueprint to just get that start and use the easiest traffic techniques there are, and you don't spend much time, part-time, okay? Part-time, just doing a little bit every day. It's very, very easy and very expected to be able to get 125 visitors a day. That is it. You saw my business. I shared with you how hundreds of thousands of visitors were being achieved per month. I don't need you to get all that. All right? When we go online, we see these presentations and these sales presentations for 100,000 visitors, 1 million visitors, this, that, and we think in our heads that in order to achieve our goal, which is, by the way, $10,000, that we need to get millions of visitors. While using the inbox blueprint, I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to assume that month one, you just get 125 visitors. And we'll make another assumption for month 2 coming up. So how does this work? These are the only assumptions we need. Well, let's do a little math. If you are getting 125 a day, that means in the first month, by the way, okay, this is only for the first month. If you're getting 125 a day, you have 30 days. And I'll check my math here on my iPad just to make sure I don't make any mistakes for you. You will have achieved 3,750 visitors in the month. That's it. 3,750 visitors in the first month. The whole month. Okay, I showed you I get over 600,000 in a month. for one product. That's not even my whole business. Just 3,750 using completely free techniques, all right? Now, at the 40% assumed opt-in rate, if you do 3,750 times 40%, that means you have added 1,500 people to your opt-in list that month. Congratulations, you have 1,500 subscribers now. Now check this out. Remember I shared with you something called the tip method? Well, how does this equate to money in your pocket? Well, there are two ways you make money right in the first month. And again, these are conservative estimates. Using the tip method, you are going to make $1 per subscriber instantly when that person joins your list. $1 per subscriber. I have done way better than that, way higher, but I'm going to keep it really conservative for you, $1. If you got 1,500 subscribers times $1 means just using the tip method alone, you have made $1,500 using the tip method. Okay? Now, here's another statistic, another number you really need to know, because this is one of the most talked about numbers for years, and it's what every inboxer talks about. What is an email worth to you? Someone who subscribes. The most commonly thrown around number has been $1 per month. Meaning for every email address you put into your business, it'll be worth $1 a month for you. All right? How does this stand up with experience? Believe it or not, in my business, it's actually closer to $4 to $5 per email. Now, why is mine so much higher than what every other inboxer talks about? It's because I do my own products. Okay? Whenever you have your own products, your numbers will go through the roof because your margin's really high. But I'm going to stick to an inboxer who just does affiliate marketing because they don't want a team, they don't want headaches, they don't want all the complication. In that situation, it's worth $1 a month. So in month 1, you will have in addition made another $1,500 because of the value of the ongoing value of the lead. So in month number 1, just getting 125 a day visitors only using free methods, you will have generated $3,000 in income in month 1. Okay? Congratulations. Wasn't so hard, was it? Very simple, super part-time. Now, let's move on to month number 2. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to assume you've been studying as an inboxer. You've been looking at more advanced traffic strategies. Plus, it's a compounding effect. The traffic you're already getting here will continue to come here. So what you're going to do is simply keep doing it and just double your traffic. Now, you will go to 250 visitors a day. That's it. You have only doubled your visitors and you have not added any additional work. It's because these 125 keep coming. You keep doing the same work and now you double the next month. And so we have 30 days. And what that equates out to, just make sure I don't mess up the math here, that equates out to exactly 7,500 visitors. That is all in the entire month of month 2, right? Following me so far? Now we do 40% to see how many opt-ins we got. Well, we added 3,000 new subscribers or opt-ins. So we still have these 1,500. Now we've just added these 3,000. How much have you just made in month 2? All right, well, let's do the calculation. Firstly, using the tip method, you got 3,000 new people times $1. Using tip, you have now made $3,000 that month. Now, second, you still have these 1,500, right? So you're still making the $1 a month value for the 1,500 subscribers you got in the first month. So you will have made $1,500 from value of subscribers from number 1. Here's the cool part. You also have 3,000 new subscribers, for which you will now make, again, $1 because each lead has a value of $1 per month. So you will have made $3,000 in value in number 2, month 2. Well, that's interesting. Let's total these numbers up. We already totaled these two. That's 3,000. Now here, that is 6 plus 7,500. So 3,000 plus 3,000, 6,000 plus 1,500 is now $7,500 earned in month 2 alone. Add these two. Now you get 3,000 in month 1 plus 7,500 in month 2. Congratulations. You have made your first $10,500 on the internet using the inbox method, the inbox blueprint. What did you do? Simple. You set up a one-page site. You focused on the free traffic strategies I share with you to get 125 visitors a day. Worked very part-time. The rest is right before you. No headaches, no customer support, no big team, no big expenses. Simple, to the point. And by the way, if you just work twice as hard in month 1, and instead of 125, you get 250 or 350 or 500 visitors a day, it's very possible, because in the next video, when I share with you all the ways of traffic that there are, this is a joke. But if you just imagine what can happen to this number, if you just work a little harder in month number 1, I'm sharing what happens if you just give me super part-time. All right? This is why Inbox Blueprint is the perfect way for you to start. And by the way, by the time you're at month number 2, you have now added 4,500 people, 3,000 opt-ins plus 1,500. You've now added 4,500 people who you have a voice with, who you teach, who listen to the words that you have to say. Congratulations. Your business is super simple and easy to start. The next video, I'm going to share with you how dirt easy it is to get this many visitors to your site or to your opt-in page per day. All right, see you then. All right, so 125 visitors a day, right? You might be thinking, oh, how am I going to get that? Well, listen, the gift of Inbox Blueprint is that you no longer have to worry about how much you want to make. You no longer worry about $10,000. All you need to worry about is getting a little bit of traffic, and you know you're going to get conversions, okay? You know you're going to get opt-ins. Now, I can guarantee you, listen, even the FTC doesn't allow us to use words like that, but I am going to do it anyways, because I know I am that confident that when you build an opt-in list, you do it the way inboxers do it. You got to do it the way I teach you. Okay, I don't mean just buy a bunch of emails and that doesn't work. You got to build an inbox business the way I teach you. But when you have subscribers, you are going to make money. So you can forget about money. You don't have to think about conversions and blah, 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 blah. You just need a one page, the opt-in, and the leads, the subscribers. That's it. Now, where do you get the traffic from? Well, welcome to my traffic matrix. Okay, this, as overwhelming as it may seem, is still probably only 30% of all the things you can do on the internet to get traffic. Now, do I want you to do all of them? No. Okay, I do not. As a matter of fact, for your first inbox business, for the first portion that I'm going to train you live on how to do, you may be focusing on just like this little piece. I just want to give you an example. When I say 125 visitors, for those few of you who think that's difficult or who wonder why and how am I going to do this, you have more ways of generating traffic. This is why I can get 1 million visitors in a month just for one of my businesses, because we utilize a lot of these. For example, look, I use blogs. All right, we do guest posting. We definitely use viral marketing. I use pay-per-click, all 4, Facebook, Google, Bing, Yahoo. I even use click networks. Okay, we definitely do social. We do YouTube. Or as a matter of fact, this very video will probably end up on YouTube. All right, we do search engine optimization, we do articles, we do forums, affiliates. I told you, affiliates are one of my greatest sources of traffic. But I don't need you to worry about all of this. I'm gonna ask you to worry about like just a little chunk of it. Maybe a little bit here, maybe a little bit here. That's it. And 125 visitors becomes a joke. All right, so what I want you to take away from this is getting 125 visitors a day is super easy. You've got access to more than you can possibly imagine. All right, and on top of that, all you need to do as an inboxer, focus on getting subscribers. That's